Goku was ready to perform his demonstration. He would throw himself full force towards Daishinkin, coming in with a powerful kick. Daishinkin would manage to resist the attack like it was nothing. Not bad. Goku would attack with a fist strike, but Daishinkin would manage to dodge the attack again. Then Goku would attack with a barrage of fist strikes, one after another, but none of his attacks would have any effect. Daishinkin would dodge each one of them with great agility, something that was to be expected. In a moment, Goku would launch a fist drag charged with ki. Daishinkin would hold the attack with just the tip of his finger. A great roar would be produced throughout the room of time. "I see you have achieved good results," Daishinkin would say with a smile. "There's only one problem." "Don't tell me you're still at it." "Now that I'm so strong, I don't really have anyone to fight with. The angels are too strong for me, but the gods of destruction were left behind me. It won't be the same anymore." "Don't worry, the 12 universes are great. At some point, some warrior of your stature will appear," Daishinkin would say. "I hope so. For now, the most important thing is to fulfill my role as guardian, besides finding out who was able to kill the previous guardians." "Leave that to me. Not anyone could accomplish such a feat. Remember all the advice I've given you, and I hope you dig it wisely." "Sure, I will," Goku would say. Finally, the day had arrived. Goku and Daishinkin would come out of the time room, surprising everyone. "He can't be!" Bados would say in astonishment. "Is that really Mr. Goku's power?" Whis would say, surprised. "What the hell?" Beerus would say, puzzled. "Goku, you're back!" Zeno-sama would say. "Yes, you're back!" would say the other Zeno-sama. "That's right, and I'm ready to be your guardian," Goku would say excitedly. All the angels would murmur amongst themselves, speculating about Goku's new power. It would only arouse more rancor against them. "Is there a problem here?" Daishinkin would ask seriously, and all the angels would be silent. "That's the way I like it." "Alright, first of all, I want to thank everyone for taking care of Zeno-sama in my absence. From now on, I'll be the new guardian of the King of Everything, and it will be a pleasure to occupy this position." These would be the words of the new guardian of Zeno-sama, Goku. "He even learned to speak," Beerus would say. The atmosphere was still tense. The angels didn't look favorably on Goku. Then, Daishinkin would intervene. "I think a cordial greeting wouldn't hurt," Fashion King would say seriously to cut with so much coldness on the part of all the angels. The angels would make a slight bow in the form of respect. All would leave from there except Whis and Beerus. "Mr. Goku, what a great change," Whis would say. "He's finally gotten the better of me," Beerus would say. "Thanks, guys. Anyway, I wouldn't have made it here if it wasn't for you," Goku would say. "Your teachings and experience are what got me here." "Goku, you're going to take care of us now," Zeno-sama would say. "Yes, you're going to take care of us, and also we're going to play for a long time," Zeno-sama would say. "Of course, kings of everything," Goku would say. Whis and Beerus would return to their planet, surprised by the new Goku. "So, Mr. Goku has become quite the god," Whis would say. "I'm just worried about how long it'll take him to screw up," Beerus would say. "Don't worry about it. I'm sure my father will be aware of everything," Whis would say. Meanwhile, Goku would begin his duties as guardian. He would constantly watch over the Zeno-sama while they played with each other. After several days, everything seems to be in order. Even Daishinkin was keeping an eye on everything, because he suspected that another attack was coming. "What was that?" Goku would ask. "What was that?" Zeno-sama would ask. "Yeah, what a thing," the other Zeno-sama would say. "Nothing, it was just my imagination," Goku would say with laughter. "Damn, I drew too much attention. I didn't have to say anything out loud," Goku would think. Goku would walk away for a minute. He would try to feel someone's ki, but he didn't feel anything. "I'm sure I thought a presence," Goku would say. Goku would close his eyes for a moment while the Zeno-sama were distracted and would create a copy of him. The copy would leave there and start going around investigating. After going all around the palace, he would find nothing. "How strange," the copy of Goku would say. Suddenly, something would hit the copy from behind, and it would disappear completely. Goku was watching the Zeno-sama. He would feel a discomfort in his head. His nose would bleed. When his copy died, all the memories of it would come to him. Who was it? Goku would wonder as he whisked the blood from his nose. Daishinkin would arrive, surprising Goku. Was it? Goku would say. Until Daishinkin, with a gesture, would manage to make Goku keep quiet. That was very thoughtful of him, Daishinkin would say. So it was about you, Goku would say more calmly. Indeed, Daishinkin would say. Try not to talk out loud next time. A real enemy would run away and you wouldn't be able to get it. Yes, I know, I realized that seconds later, Goku would say. The Zeno-sama would be very distracted among themselves playing. They hardly gave a thought to Goku and Daishinkin. Any news? Goku would ask. Nothing at the moment, but I'll keep an eye out, Daishinkin would say. Okay, Goku would say. Goku would continue with his job as Zeno-sama's guardian. He would keep an eye on everything for several days, but he didn't feel any threats. Thanks to this ability that Daishinkin taught me to sense every last leaf that moves on the entire planet, there's no way for something to happen without me noticing it, Goku would think. Suddenly, Goku would sense something, move his hands nimbly, and delicately hold a needle. None of the Zeno-sama had noticed. Goku would pay attention to the direction the needle came from. I know where it came from, but it's the last place it would stay, Goku would think. Goku would disappear in an instant. He would reach the sky at the edge of Zeno-sama's planet. It's this way, Goku would think. Suddenly, Goku would move his hands to the side. In an instant, he had hit, held by the neck. I knew it, Goku would say. It would try to move, but it would become impossible. Let go of me, it would say. Tell me why you wanted to kill Zeno-sama with this, Goku would say seriously as he would show the needle. You idiot, I'm guarding the place. Vado sent me, it would say. Goku would punch its neck, knocking him out, then return to him. What happened? Both Zeno-samas would say. Looks like I found the killer, Goku would say. Let's make him disappear, would say a Zeno-sama. Yeah, let him disappear, the other Zeno-sama would say. No, not yet, Goku would say. Why? Both Zeno-sama would ask. Because we have to find out who sent him. I highly doubt Hit has any intentions of doing it on his own. Hit is a hired killer. He doesn't kill if no one gives him the order and he gets paid for it. Well, alright, would say a Zeno-sama. Yeah, that's fine, the other Zeno-sama would say. It would awaken with difficulty. He was suffering from a severe headache. What am I doing here? It would say, confused. You better tell me who sent you, Goku would say. It was Vados, but he didn't send me to kill him, he sent me to watch over him, it would say. Vados, Goku would say. Daishinkin would appear out of nowhere. I heard everything. I hope she's not lying or she'll have a very bad time. You can ask her, it would say. I said I would never reveal her identity, but I think the occasion calls for it. What exactly did Vados say? Goku would ask. That he would kill everything that entered Zeno-sama's planet without properly introducing himself, it would say. Goku would show the needle. Explain this. It looks like Frost's needles. I have nothing to do with this. I wasn't even on the planet. I remain in a spiritual state above space near the planet. Goku, did you manage to detect the needle in time? Daijin would ask. That's right, it appeared out of nowhere. I only felt the needle. There was nothing else. Then I felt Hit's presence. Well, I felt a certain distortion in space. I think that made me tense up, and for a moment I lost my spiritual state. Vados, can you come? Daijin would ask when using his staff. Sure, I'll be right there, Vados would say. Vados would arrive in an instant. Well, I see it's because of Hits. Sorry, I had to tell them you sent me. Vados, did you send him? Both Zeno-samas would ask. That's right, I have suspicions about who could be the murderer of the other guardians. That's why I sent him to keep watch, Vados would say. Explain this, Goku would say as he shows Frost's needle to him. Wow, Frost's needle, Vados would say. I felt the distortion in space, as if gravity affected it. I think that has something to do with that. That's right, Analessa, Goku would say. Excuse me? Vados would say. Analassa, the murderer of Universe 3. He could create dimensional portals. That's the only thing I can think of for the needle to have appeared out of nowhere, Goku would say. I guess they must be going to Universe 3, would say Vados. Fishin, can you stay? Goku would ask. Of course, I don't mind covering for him if it's to find out who's the one behind such an attack. I can take him if you wish, Vados would say. Yes, that would be great, Goku would exclaim. Mr. Hit, I would like you to continue with the function my daughter gave you, Taishinkin would say. Sure, no problem, Hit would mention. If you misbehave, we'll make you disappear, Zeno-sama would say. Yes, if you misbehave, delete it, the other Zeno-sama would say. I understand, it would say, swallowing saliva from nerves. First, we'll make a stop by Universe 6. We need to talk to Mr. Frost, Vados would say. Okay, we're on our way. Vados and Goku would go to planet Sadala in Universe 6 to talk to Kappa. Sure, that's definitely Frost's. We have him under pressure. We managed to imprison him in a special place for strong people like him. It would be very useful for us to see him, Vados would mention. Our friends would go to Frost's cell and find him dead. That's not true, Kappa would say in astonishment. No doubt they silenced him. Maybe they stole his needles, Goku would say. But how? How could he get into the cell? Kappa would ask in bewilderment. There's no way anyone could get in near without leaving a trace. Goku and Vados would observe each other. They understood that it was the same situation as the attack towards Zeno-sama. Thanks for everything, Kappa. Vados! Right away, Vados would say. Vados and Goku would go to the planet of Kaioshin in Universe 3. Curiously, the god of destruction, Moscow, and his angel, Campari, were there. Brother, what are you doing here? Vados would ask seriously. I was going to ask what you're doing here. I remind you that it is my universe, Campari would say. We want to know what happened to Analasa, Goku would mention. Moscow would start talking with cybernetic sounds. Mr. Moscow, don't say that, he would say. Mule, if you keep talking from that metal thing, I'll take you up by force, Goku would say. Mule would open the robot and get out. Hey, have more respect. I always communicate like this. Wow, but you didn't take long to get out of there, Goku would say with a chuckle. You bastard, Mule would say. This is serious. They tried to kill Zeno-sama again, and we suspected distortion in space, Vados would say. I understand. That's something only Analasa could do, but it's a fusion of 4 of my men. You should ask Dr. Paparoni how he fuses his portal system, he would say. Goku, with a terrifying and threatening look towards Z, would mention, Bring it right now!